up? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin. Yes, I am finally back at home making some videos for you guys. Let me turn off that light for you guys. You guys can see my face better. Yeah, I'm finally home. I am doing first impression videos. This is my first one of the winter 2019 season. I'm so excited now that the season is started to just review and give my first impressions on this series and really lineup that is a great lineup. This series in particular is one that I have been reading in the background, not really reviewing for you guys, just because I've been reading for my own pleasure and not just to review for you guys. But this is the Rising of the Shield Hero. Before I continue, I do want to give that little splat of, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button, and also guys, if you guys want to check out other first impressions, then you'll be able to see that if you subscribe. I will have other first impressions eventually in my channel this week. In fact, I will post another one tonight for you guys. So the Rising of the Shield Hero is an anime that focuses on this one guy that basically is taken into a different world with 3 other people, and they're all heroes, and they're kind of forced into saving the world they were in. Later on, they find out that they all have to defeat the forces that is against them if they want to return ever back to their own world. Now, they also eventually find out that they all come from Japan, from a different parallel world, so they all kind of have a different concept of the world. And the shield guy kind of is bullied because he's the only one that has kind of a defensive weapon and not really an offensive weapon. So from the beginning, he's kind of looked down upon. People start making fun of him. One of the other heroes kind of throws him under the bus, and people don't want to join his group. One girl joins him and just completely steals him away and ruins his reputation. And you kind of get this dark kind of start to his heroship, and people just look down upon him and don't really like him. So he ends up becoming this kind of lone wolf guy, leveling up on his own, killing small monsters, and making sure that he is not cheated on again by other players, or not really players, but members of this world. The story itself is actually really detailed. It is an isekai adventure type of story. I think this might be one of the ones that I react to. The first episode won't actually release until Wednesday, but Crunchyroll released a 40-minute, yes, 40-minute, it's pretty long, 40-minute episode, a kind of a preview episode of the series itself. But the first episode itself won't actually air until January 9th, I believe, which is this Wednesday. So it might be one of the series that I choose to react this season. It is one of the ones that is very hyped up for. This preview episode definitely is one that I will recommend for people to watch if you have the subscription to Crunchyroll. Again, I've only watched this episode itself, so my first impressions are going to be just on this. And I have a little bit more past this, but I will focus on the episode itself only. A few things is, one, there is so much things going on and so much information being thrown at you that it is not taking its time. Now, a lot of the isekais are like that, though, and I will say that's a very similar thing. Either they become a great shonen isekai that they take their time to explain the world, or they just rush into things and assume that you're either reading the light novel or reading the manga to find out what all this world is about. So this one is kind of like that. It just kind of rushes through a lot of stuff through the city, and you don't really learn a lot of the characters or how the world actually works through these first episode, at least. So I don't know if it's going to be one of those animes that just kind of rushes through, or if it's actually going to slow down and actually give you more information of what's going on. I do like the darkness of it. A lot of the times isekais are very light, are very heavy on the harems, heavy on the etchiness. This one, there is etchiness, and there is some type of, love interest eventually, but not really. We have gone in the darker part of the story where we see the slavery coming through. Hey Arceus, how are you doing? You don't like this episode? That's okay. That's surprising. This is actually, I thought myself was a great episode, but yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people might disagree with you. Actually, some people might not, because a lot of people are expecting it to be very lighthearted, and this first episode was not lighthearted. So people might not disagree as much with you. So yes, I am so close, Emil, to reaching 2,000. I am so excited for that. So thank you for you two guys who are here in the chat with me. But anyways, overall, the first episode was good. It was very fast-paced. It was intense. And I don't know this first episode that will be released on Wednesday, if it's going to be a recap of what I watched, half of what I've watched, or just continuing from what I watched. I don't know, and I'm excited to see it on Wednesday. I don't have to wait a whole week, but as of right now, out of 10, I'm going to give this one a 7.5. I don't think it's going to be the best one of the series, but I do think that it will be up there, at least in the top 3, top 5 of the lineup this season. So I don't know. I could be wrong. I love watching these first impression videos back once I watch the season, because a lot of the times I'm way off of what the anime was, and I'm also sometimes way off on what it ends up being. So anyways, I think 7.5, people will either really enjoy it or not enjoy it. Arceus, it seems like he is not enjoying it as much, but yeah, I mean, obviously I do respect your opinion, man, and hopefully in a few weeks we'll be having a podcast here with other YouTubers, just kind of talking about the first impressions of the series, as well as last series lineup that just passed last season. So thank you guys for those who were in the chat and those who are going to be commenting later. Thank you so much for all of the support, and like always, guys,